We're expecting you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Good Time Gary's. My name is Gary Gibson, and today I'm going to show you how to do the perfect Wisconsin Brandy Old Fashioned. Should we get to it? I think we should. First of all, you need the right ingredients to start your Brandy Old Fashioned sweet. First of all, sugar cubes. Second, you need some cherries. Marciano cherries is what I prefer, of course. Orange. This is a cutie. I think it's a perfect size for what you make here. Squishes just the right amount of orange juice out for you. But you can use any old orange that you find. Muddler. Could be a Wisconsin term. I don't know. I don't see it around very much. But it's wood, plastic, sometimes metal. But it helps squish the fruit. A stirring apparatus, or a spoon, as I like to call it. You will need a rocks glass. That is the typical size for your Brandy Old Fashioned. If you want to double, you can go high, but to make it perfect, I prefer the tumbler. You need your bitters. And classically, for decades, the Wisconsin, or people of Wisconsin, have chosen Angostura from Trinidad, a very fine bitters. But since we drink so much in Wisconsin, we've developed our own kind called aromatic cocktail bitters. Very good, very expensive, very good, very cheap. So I prefer the aromatic cocktails bitters that you can find and is made in Wisconsin. Certainly brandy is important, and people say you can use any old brandy, and you know, they're wrong. They are absolutely wrong. Korbel is the only brandy to use for the perfect Brandy Old Fashioned cocktail. Typically it's expensive, but like when I bought this, you typically can get a rebate, $3 off rebate. I'll be sending that in soon and probably getting into 6 to 12 weeks at $3. So that's a good investment. Definitely the Korbel from California, and they say that Korbel brandy is drank throughout the country, but Wisconsin drinks more than the rest of the country alone, and I can attest that Good Time Gary drinks probably a lot of that Korbel and probably adds a lot to that percentage of what's drank in Wisconsin. And then, of course, your mixer. It's a sweet, so you're going to use a lemon-limey mixer with it. 7-Up or Sprite can be used. 7-Up's a very good product. I'm not saying anything against it, but I prefer the Sprite. It just seems to have a little bit sweeter taste to add to it, but either one will do. So let's get to it, shall we? First of all, a sugar cube. Don't use these much anymore, usually granule sugar, but the sugar cube gets placed at the bottom of the rocks glass. Second of all, you take your cherry juice and you pour just enough of it over there. I don't know what it is, maybe a teaspoon, can get up to a tablespoon, right over that sugar cube, just so that it gets soaked up and you see it forming on the bottom of the glass. Then drop in a couple of cherries. Oh, those Marciano cherries. They are so good. You know, a lot of the times my son, when I'm making the drink and I have him there, he asks for them. That's pretty good for him. That's a nice little treat. It certainly is. And then your orange. All you want to do is just take a little slice of that orange there. So cut into it. Doesn't need to be very big. There's a lot of flavor in these cuties. That's all we're going to get out of that there. You leave the rind on it and everything. Just drop it inside there. And next is the bitters. Remember what I said? Cheap and good, expensive good. We'll go with the cheap and good today. You just want to put some dashes in there. Most people put some dashes. Gary prefers a few more dashes in there. I don't think it changes too much to your taste on what it is, but I think most people in Wisconsin like it a little bit heavier inside of there. And now we get into some of the fun part, the muddling. You take the flat end of your wooden, metal, plastic, and you just start squishing them. See how you squish that orange, get all those juices out there, you squish the cherries. What you're trying to do is mix and squash down the sugar cube to get a nice syrupy consistency on the bottom of there. That's it, consistency on the bottom of that glass. Oh, that looks so good. And you just take out some aggression if you have to. Really squish it inside of there. Sometimes it splashes up into your eye. That's an extra little bonus for you. So you get it all good and squished inside of there. Hopefully you can see that inside of that glass. That looks good. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna Now that is good. It's got a good start to it. All right, now you want to fill it with some ice. Luckily, I reserved some. And here we go. Nice little glass of ice, and you just pour it inside there. Get it good and full, and a good Wisconsin drink always fills it with too much ice. Just fill it to the top. Don't be afraid. Don't put a cube or two in there. You want as much ice in that baby as possible. Because a little secret later, once you drink this, there's still be some goodness on the back of it. You just top it off. You just throw some brandy and some sweet on there. Stir it up. You're ready to go for round 2. All right, little secret for you later. All right, so there we got the ice in there. Next is to pour the brandy. Now you pour 1.5 ounces of brandy into the glass. And 1.5 ounces is probably right about there. But a real Wisconsin cocktail adds a little touch more. There we go. That looks really good. And now, the sweet. Oh, it makes me thirsty just hearing that open. And you just pour that inside of there. Get it good and full. Now the key, stir it. Get down in there, get some of that sugar and sweet up in there. Oh yeah, you can spill on it. You just sop that up later. The rag, something. Oh, don't escape. You get back in there. That is looking really good right now. All right. And now the best part, to enjoy. Oh, I'm gonna have a few of those tonight. Well, I hope you enjoyed my little video on what the perfect Wisconsin Brandy Old Fashioned is. Cheers, and have a good night.